probe in the Delhi blast case intensifies, India Today has accessed more details that hint at this Faridabad terror module. Dr. Muhammad Umar, part of this Faridabad terror module, according to police sources, panicked and triggered the blast at Red Fort. The other doctors who've been arrested, they were interrogated through the night to know who are the others. Based on their interrogation, multiple raids are being carried out. So Dr. Umar, we are told, hails from South Kashmir. He hails from Pulwama. He was driving the car as it exploded. DNA samples have been collected. Dr. Umar carried out the attack after Dr. Muzammil Shakil and Dr. Adil Rathar were arrested, and 2,900 kilograms of suspected ammonium nitrate was seized in Haryana's Faridabad over the past several days. So these are raids that have been on for about a week now. Police and intelligence agencies believe that a large quantity of ammonium nitrate was also used in the Red Fort terror attack. Of course, we are waiting for the official confirmation to come in. I have this report sent by a colleague from the Red Fort area.
आप देखिए, ये पीछे आप देखेंगे तो तमाम जो एजेंसियां हैं सब यहाँ पर मौजूद हैं। इस पूरे इलाके को कॉर्डन ऑफ कर दिया गया है और यहाँ पर फॉरेंसिक टीम है। एक एक यहाँ से एविडेंस उठाने की कोशिश की जा रही है। जब धमाका हुआ तो कार के जिस कार में धमाका हुआ उसके परखच्चे उड़ गए थे, तो उसके कुछ पार्ट्स दूर तक उड़ के गए हैं। तो ये उनको ढूंढने की कोशिश है। साथ साथ जो दूसरी गाड़ियां आसपास थी उनके भी पार्ट्स उड़े हैं, उन सबको ढूंढने की कोशिश है। हर जगह पुलिस की टीम आपको इस पूरे इलाके में नजर आएगी। सीसीटीवी को बेहद बारीकी से देखा जा रहा है ताकि एक एक पार्ट्स को बरामद किया जा सके और उनके जरिए, क्योंकि उन पर जो ट्रेसेस मिलेंगे उससे धमाके में इस्तेमाल किन चीज़ों का किया गया था ये क्लियर होगा और इसके बाद काफ़ी हद तक चीज़ें जो है वो तस्वीर साफ हो जाएंगी। क्योंकि आप देखिए जिस तरीके से मुजम्मिल के जो दो उसने रेंटेड एकोमोडेशन ले रखे थे फरीदाबाद के अंदर एक धौज इलाके में, जहां से पहले 360 किलो अमोनियम नाइट्रेट और दूसरी चीज़ें वहां से बरामद हुई थी, असॉल्ट राइफल वगैरह बरामद हुई थी। उसके बाद वहां से तकरीबन 4 किलोमीटर दूर जो फतेहपुर तगा गाँव था वहां पर उसने रेंटेड एक अकोमोडेशन लिया था, जहां से 2600 किलो के आसपास अमोनियम नाइट्रेट बरामद हुआ था।
Is this a part of a much wider network? That's the information that the Delhi police are now trying to get more details from the interrogation of the 3 doctors who are currently in their custody. How did these doctors get radicalized? Remember, we were always told that once you're highly educated, you would perhaps join the mainstream. It's not as if some Pakistani terrorist, some illiterate Ajmal Amir Kasab is killing innocent people. These are highly educated MBBS doctors who stand accused of plotting the murder of hundreds of innocent people across the length and breadth of our country. And these aren't the only ones. There's another doctor who's been arrested at the instance of the Gujarat Police ATS. More information also on that story in just a moment. My colleague Piyush Mishra with this report.
When the blast happened yesterday at 6:52 p.m., the I-20 car was parked right at Red Fort parking for at least 3 hours. What we are now learning is that the car entered here at this parking lot area at around 3:18 p.m. and was here parked for at least 3 hours. And first, let me try to show you the visuals of this entry point. This is the Red Fort entry point, which has now been completely barricaded. Senior police officials are now on the spot and the investigations are now underway. This is the backyard area of Red Fort, and from here itself, the car entered in the parking area. And my video journalist can show you the board also, which is, which has been installed here, which reads Red Fort parking, where car and buses are parked. And this is the same parking area where I-20 was parked for at least 3 hours. It entered in parking lot at around 3:18 p.m. and was here till 6:40 p.m. And at around 6:40 p.m. the car owner took out the car from parking area, and then the car was driven around the Red Fort area, and then it reached there at the Red Fort red light, which is right in front of entry gate of Chandni Chowk. And then when the car was seen stopped there at the red light of the Red Fort, there at 6:52 p.m. the blast took place. But the point here is that how explosives were, taken inside Delhi. All these things are now being investigated by the senior police officials. The route is also being mapped. That the car which entered from Badrapur and went to the outer ring road and then inner ring road, and then after that it reached here at the ITO area, and then from ITO it reached in the parking area of Red Fort. So all angles are now being investigated by the senior Delhi police officials. With video journalist Ankit Singh, I am Piyush Mishra in Delhi for India Today.
Forensics are very crucial, and I quickly want to take you to blast site where we get you these live images. That is the forensics team that has arrived, which is collecting fresh samples. The initial samples were collected last night, but this morning from First Light, it was okay. Is that a helmet? We're waiting for more information to filter in. Samples are being collected. These samples will then be taken to the laboratory, to the lab for detailed investigation. To the extent to which the shrapnel or the impact of the blast was felt, that will also tell you the intensity. Will also tell you about the nature of explosives, the kind of explosives, the amount of explosives, the kind of timer device, if at all, that was used. Every bit of information is painstakingly put together. I want to bring in Piyush Mishra once again into this conversation. Piyush, the National Bomb Data Center has a lot of information in its bank about past blasts, and this information will be crucial to link up to know more about the bomb maker. Okay, give me a moment as I establish that link with Piyush. Milan Sharma also with me on this story. Milan, what more can you tell us about investigations, the forensics team that's on ground zero right now?
Well, Gaurav, a lot has been done already, but the forensics teams is also, on the spot and working round the clock to ascertain a lot of information. As you mentioned, there's a lot of data that has been collected by the teams throughout the night related to the explosion, the intensity of the blast, what the bomb actually contained, how much explosive was used, of course, and there has been a known link now to the Faridabad terror module after the 2300 kg worth of explosives was found, how the ammonia nitrate fuel based oil was used in the explosion, whether it was a time bomb, whether it was placed in the car, at what position, whether the timing of the blast was pre-planned or not. And of course, because we've been asking these questions, the blast and the intensity of which did not create a crater in the ground. So what kind of blast was that? Was it intended to be so? And you have been talking about doctors of doom. Certainly these are highly trained individuals, sophisticated enough to understand nuances of how these operations can be executed very, so to say, in a clean manner. And hence all these are details of the investigations that all the agencies right now are working on, whether it's the NIA or the NSG or the data collected by a lot of forensics there. We are at the LNJP mortuary, and remember, Dr. Umar is dead, and there is forensics happening for him as well. So there are a lot of things that are being pieced together. Still, it will be very premature for me to say anything more at the moment. But yes, forensics, very important part of this entire investigations, will take some time. Meanwhile, there are people who have still not been identified at the blast site who have died. Parts of their body were dismembered and were strewn across the road. So those are the people that are also being investigated for. DNA tests are being done, and Gaurav, a further course of action is being taken by the police authorities there.
Okay.